I know what I want, and I want it right now. Oops. The life path number 1. Okay, too much energy. I'm in my oneness right now. So my life path number is 11. 1 and 1 and 2. So I have the energies, personality of a number 1 and a 2. But I like to stay in my 1. Why? Because that's the leader. That's the authority. That is the sun energy, the yang energy, potent. I'm running around all day because I'm in my 1. So let's talk about the 1. What does the 1 look like? This is the leader. This is the standalone. This is I'm doing what I want to do. I know what I want. I'm going to go after it. So this could look like the loner, the oddball a bit. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you? Because as ones, we have to learn how to balance ourselves. The 1 is very confident, knows what he wants, knows he can go after his goals, ambitious, chasing dreams, creating, being innovative, very a great manifester, having so many ideas, wanting to fulfill and go after these goals. So if you feel like you're not doing this, you're not achieving, then you may need to work on balancing, growing, evolving as the number 1. Because remember, as ones, we know what it is we want. We know how to do it. We want to do it our way. But if you may feel you're not there right away, right off the bat, you may not know and have that pure confidence of this is where I want to go. This is the direction I want to be. And that's okay because it's a journey. It's a path of self-discovery, self-improvement, growing, evolving. So we need to do this work. So like I mentioned earlier in my path, I was working at a job and I had this feeling always there's more out there for me. I needed to fulfill myself in a different way. This job wasn't giving me what I needed. I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do in the way I wanted to do it. So your heart will guide you and you'll get to where you want to be because we're leaders, we're creators, we have these innovative ideas. We can't just sit around and do the status quo, right? We want to be stepping outside of the comfort. We want to take action. You see, so we're going to develop into a way that we become this. This is the 1. So if you're still early in your path, you might not feel it right away, but that's what it takes, improvement. So once we know, we're going to take off because that's what the 1 is. That's what we are. And this is also why we have to be careful because we get so eager, because we know what we want, because we have the ability to just take off when we become over eager. We may become very critical of our own work, of what we want. We may become perfectionists, overanalyze our work, and become our worst critic. The number 1, when not fulfilling its oneness potential, the alphaness, then you may feel stuck, wondering, is there more out there? And that's your soul saying, there's more out there. I know there is. I want to fulfill. And you may feel stuck, and that's happened to me. I felt stuck in a job. I knew there was more. I knew I wanted to fulfill. I knew there was more goals for me to go out and accomplish. But I felt stuck. And this can happen to the 1 because the 1 is always eager and become impatient to go out and achieve and to accomplish more goals. That is the 1, the leader. So strengths and weaknesses. The strength, very confident, being able to move from place to place. The aggressor, the assertiveness, the go-getter, to be able to achieve and manifest. And the weakness can become cocky, too eager, very impatient. I want it now. I want it right now. And this can be, I know it all because I'm just too cocky. I'm just too confident, egotistical. You see? So we must learn how to balance our oneness. We must learn how to master and grow and evolve so we can be a productive 1 and not always leaning to one side till we get too confident or doubtful. We get unsure of ourselves, no longer confident, no longer achieving. So when you see yourself as number 1 and you're not achieving, look around. What can you do to achieve more? So myself, I am a 1, but I also go into my 2 sometimes, which is the exact opposite of the 1, which can be passive. No longer the masculine 1, no longer the leader, but the follower, the passive, just watching things go and not wondering why I can't go out and get it. So the life path number one is the leader, the go-getter, knowing how to upbring people, bring people up and lead them, guide them to a better place. Because we know how to do that within ourselves. And so I have people that come to me asking me for advice, asking me, hey, what should I do? You seem to have it all figured out. You seem to have confident and know what you're doing. How can I do that? You see, the one shines in the sun energy, shines in its yang, and always going forward energy. That's how I'm always running around everywhere I go. I'm always walking fast because I'm on the go. The one is on the go. The one is leading, and the one is wants to be the first, wants to do its own thing, not listen to anybody else, and just do its thing. So people may come to you and ask you, how do you develop that? What do you do? And only we know ourselves. Like, we're trying to we have goals here. We have ambitions. We are on the go. We're trying to get to place, and that can be impeding to us sometimes because we're just always trying to go. We're always trying to move forward, but we also have to learn to relax and just be okay with being here sometimes, so we don't become over imbalanced as the one. But learning patience, learning to not always have to be right all the time, where we can learn to let go and let things flourish and let things happen. So if you feel odd, like the oddball out, the loner, that's part of the being a one sometimes, because we have our own ideas. We know what we want, and no one else may believe in us. No one else may know what we're thinking, how it's going to come about, but we know, and our heart and our soul knows. So listen to that intuition to yourself. Listen to that your soul that's talking to you that you want more, because it's there. And if you don't feel it's there yet, maybe you have to continue forward on your path, on your spiritual path, that once you get to, on a good place in your spiritual path, you will understand, now I know what I want, and now I have a clear vision of what I want, and I'll go after it. Because like I said, when I was first working at this old job, I knew there was more, I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. But now I know exactly what I want to do, and it's a lot easier to manifest and create. So just a little inspiration for those of you who do not know where you want to be. It'll come. Do the inner work, improve yourself, master your energies, become balanced, and wait and be patient, and the answers will come. So that now you have a clear vision of what you want. You can go after it. Life path number one.